You don't have a spending problem. You have a timing problem. And every night after 11 p.m., your brain quietly turns against you. That random late-night order, that just one more thing purchase, that unnecessary subscription. You didn't just decide to buy it. Your brain pushed you into it. Think about it. How many times have you spent money late at night and regretted it the next morning? You wake up, check your phone, and suddenly there's that uncomfortable feeling in your chest. Why did I even buy this? But last night, it felt completely justified, almost necessary. So what changed? Here's the uncomfortable truth. After 11 p.m., your brain enters what psychologists call a reward-seeking mode. Your self-control drops, your emotional thinking increases, and your brain starts chasing instant pleasure instead of long-term logic. During the day, you think like an investor. At night, you think like an impulsive buyer. And this isn't random. Your mental energy is already drained by the time night hits. Every decision you made throughout the day, work, conversations, stress, slowly consumed your willpower. By late night, your brain is tired. And when it's tired, it stops fighting temptation. Let me ask you something. Have you ever opened an app just to scroll and somehow ended up buying something you never planned? That wasn't an accident. That was a perfect storm. Low energy, high emotion, and zero resistance. And it gets worse. Late at night, your brain starts craving rewards to compensate for the stress of the day. You tell yourself, I deserve this. And that one sentence becomes the most expensive lie you repeat daily. You're not buying products. You're buying relief. Relief from boredom, relief from stress, relief from overthinking. And in that moment, your brain doesn't care about your bank account tomorrow. Here's the scary part. This pattern repeats silently. Small purchases, small decisions. But over time, they stack. And what feels like harmless late-night spending slowly becomes financial leakage you don't even notice. So the real question is, are you actually in control of your money? Or is your tired brain making those decisions for you? Now let's break down what's really happening inside your brain during those late hours. Because once you understand this, you'll start seeing your behavior differently. During the day, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, planning, and discipline, is fully active. It helps you say no. It keeps your decisions aligned with your goals. But as the day progresses, this system gets weaker. By night, it's almost like your internal control center is half asleep. At the same time, another system becomes stronger, your dopamine system. This is the part of your brain that chases pleasure, rewards, and instant satisfaction. And guess what? Apps, online stores, and social media are designed to target exactly this system. So when you're lying in bed, scrolling through your phone, your brain is in the perfect state to be influenced. You're tired, your guard is down, and suddenly everything looks more appealing. Discounts feel bigger. Needs feel more urgent, and resistance feels weaker. Let me give you a real-life scenario. Imagine you see a product at 2 p.m. You think, I don't really need this. Now imagine seeing the same product at 1 a.m. Suddenly your thoughts change. It's not that expensive. Maybe it'll help. I've been working hard anyway. Same product, same price, different brain. And here's something even more dangerous. Your brain overestimates short-term happiness at night. It convinces you that buying something will make you feel better instantly. And it does, for a few minutes. But the next day, that feeling disappears, and all that's left is regret. Why does this matter? Because this cycle trains your brain. Every time you give in, your brain learns late night equal to reward time. And slowly it becomes a habit, not a conscious decision, but an automatic behavior. Let me ask you something again. Are you really choosing these purchases, or are you just following a pattern your brain has learned? This is where most people get stuck. They think they lack discipline, but in reality, they're just unaware of the timing trap. They're fighting the wrong battle. It's not about willpower. It's about understanding when your willpower disappears. And once you see this clearly, you can't unsee it. So how do you actually break this cycle? Because knowing the problem is one thing, but controlling it is another. The first step is simple but powerful. Never trust late-night decisions. Just don't. Create a personal rule. If you see something after 11 p.m., you don't buy it immediately. You delay it, add it to a list, wait until the next day. This creates distance between emotion and action, and distance is what your brain hates, but what your finances need. Second, reduce exposure. If your phone is your biggest trigger, change how you use it at night. Don't open shopping apps. Don't scroll endlessly. Because the more you expose your tired brain to temptation, the harder it becomes to resist. Here's a simple trick. Replace the habit. Instead of scrolling and spending, do something low stimulation, like listening to calm audio, journaling, or even just sitting quietly. It sounds boring, but that's the point. You're removing the reward loop. Third, and this is the most important, be aware of the lie your brain tells you, I deserve this. You probably do deserve something, but not something that damages your future. Real reward isn't temporary pleasure. It's long-term control. And here's the deeper truth most people ignore. Your financial life isn't shaped by big decisions. It's shaped by small, repeated behaviors, especially the ones you make when you're not fully aware. Late-night spending isn't just about money. It's about control. It's about awareness. It's about who's really making decisions in your life, you or your impulses. So tonight, when that urge hits, pause for a second and ask yourself one question. Is this me? Or just my tired brain looking for a quick reward? Because the moment you start questioning your impulses is the moment you start taking back control. And once you take control of your nights, you quietly start taking control of your entire life.